Well, that old forecast says in the 7 o'clock hour we've got 51% chance of rain. I guess that I'm on the other half of that 50%. Must be across the road because that's a blue sky if I've ever seen it. No, maybe we'll get a passing shower. It's going to have to come on if it's going to hit in the 7 o'clock hour though. I'll just keep moving hoses and kicking chickens. No, not really kicking chickens. Any of y'all that have had a decent sized flock of chickens knows what I'm talking about. You go to feed them and boy, they're all around your feet and legs, can't hardly walk. You got to kind of shuffle until you get some feed out because they're pecking at your boots and your legs and feed me. Anyway, hey Dorothy, how are you? My pirate friend from Lafayette's on. How are you doing? We've spent a little time. Jordan's, I guess this is the great dust storm of 2018. Everything's so dry, but man, so thankful Dad let me borrow his zero-turn mower today. Don't have a tractor, just got that push mower, and everything was so dead and thin and dry. Of course, it's had to run over it a couple of times or take a half pass and then hit the other half on the next pass. But boy, look at this place, isn't that something? Went ahead and got out in the pasture with it a little bit, and I did leave the VIP section of weeds there, as Kimberly, my sister, likes to call it. I am grimy. I didn't even realize it until I went live, and I was in a dust cloud all day. There's the VIP section, Kimberly. It's still intact. I didn't touch it, but boy, doesn't that look? That looks pretty to me. I don't know about y'all, but got that whole place mowed, and Jordan's working on the ditch now. We still got the place to do, but we've got enough daylight to knock it out, I believe. So it's hard to. I'm in kind of a quandary. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you like the smell of fresh cut grass or fresh tilled earth better? For me, that's kind of a toss-up. Most of you, I guess, some of you may can recall what fresh tilled dirt smells like, but some of you may not. So I guess the mowed grass will win that contest for most. Who knows? I had a pretty good day. I started off, went over and spent some time with Mom in Huntington, and Dad just recently returned from a quick trip to Florida where his mom's in a nursing home and not doing so well, but he was over there and was able to secure over a dozen, I think it may be over 2 dozen old 8mm film that my granddad took from the 50s forward, and had starting to put them on DVD and got the first one. I sat down and watched it this morning, and I'll tell you, man, it was hard not to tear up a little bit. Tears of joy and thankfulness, I guess. It was, of course, that was no audio back then, but I got to thinking maybe that's where I got all this video and stuff from. I guess some people call me a pariah and it's silly to do, but I'm sure thankful that my granddad did it in the 50s. This morning it was Easter of 1953 or 55, and they was all dressed up. Of course, he was a minister. But I just sat there in awe because just to think that I'm sure he had to take it on the chin, walk around with that video camera everywhere, because that wasn't commonplace back then, and not easy to keep up with. I'm sure he spent a fortune in batteries and all that kind of stuff. But boy, what memories. It was really neat. Got to see him fishing and camping out up in Canada. Of course, he was a minister of Minnesota from Texas, but spent some time up there. Man, just really cool memories. Really cool. Hey, Felicia. Hey, Bella. Hey. How are you? My little granddaughter, first one, is watching from Illinois. Hey, Mrs. Isabella Rose, named a middle name after my mother. But yeah, it was a good morning. Good morning to see those memories. So I don't know really what value these ones will have, but maybe 50 years from now, Bella will be sitting down and watch me when I'm going on to wherever. Up. Just for clarity. But who knows? So hello, Bella, again. But no, just really looking good at this place tonight, and got it nice and mowed. It should hold for a while, as dry as it's going to be. We're going to set this brush pile on fire tonight. No worries, Donna, if you're watching, and you can tell Justin they won't be getting a call from me on the fire department tonight. I've Got my hose at the ready, tested and ready to go. Now it'll go quick. Get it done before it gets much drier, because I'm sure a burn ban's on the way. I will show you my next clearing project. Starting to have to kind of focus on different areas now instead of just, thank goodness most of it's starting to get knocked down so it can be more focused. But hey Dolores, how are you? Teresa. We'll knock through some hellos here in a minute, but y'all can see the chicken shed here. Of course, this has always been, there's a fence that runs all the way down, and obviously nature decided to take it over since nobody was here to take care of it. A lot of it's Yopon, but here in the next week or so we'll have all this cleared. Get to see a pretty fence line back there, and I'm looking forward to getting that right. But, I'm just standing out here gawking tonight. Now nothing can really sneak up on my garden. Got a little buffer zone, so it better come quick if it's coming, because I'm coming after it. Let's see who all's on here real quick. Goodness, missed a lot of these comments. Dorothy, I think I said hello to you. Felicia's on. I'll get my thumb out of the way. Allison, how are you? Miss Billy, or Mr. Billy, I'm sorry. Whatever, Billy, how are you? Hey Sherry, from Amanda, Ohio. Yeah, Allison, I agree, that's a toss-up. Hey, Miss Molly, I'm gonna have to get you a copy of that DVD. I know you'll remember some of the faces on that. They were up in Canada, talking about my granddad again. They were up in Canada with Roy Mormon and his wife and some other ones, but good memories. Dorothy, yeah, hello. Said hello to Molly, Teresa. I think I got everybody. There's Sandra. Hey, Lance, how you doing, buddy? It's my youngest son. Mr. Gary, filling deer feeders and mowing. Okay. Well, I'm not doing deer feeders. I hope this garden ain't a deer feeder. Hey, Angie, how are you? Good to see you. But, got a kind of a mild week ahead. I was going to get the tomato plants in the ground today, but I'll tell you, it's it's night and day on this garden. So the line of demarcation is that pipe there. That's 80 foot in for peas and corn. And I'll be setting plants in this area, but I've been watering that, not watering this. And you talk about powder dry, y'all. Look at this, like you're on a beach or something. Isn't that something? So I'm gonna have to get some water on that, get them plants in. But anyway, they're in their little pots, get plenty of water now. All right, well, the mower stopped, so Jordan must be taking a refill break or something. I got to get that other part of the property mowed. And anyway, y'all have a good evening. Hope you're planning to celebrate your faith somewhere tomorrow. I know we'll be over in Huntington with Mom and Dad. Blessing to be that close to be able to be with them. But y'all be the light, make a difference, and even the little memories. That reminded me today watching that old video. Wasn't nothing special. It was standing there about to go in church waving at the camera. Didn't seem like nothing special at the time. But now it's a screen full of gold, I guess. Yep. So every little memory matters. Make it count. Tell those that you love them that you do. Give them a call and make the most of every moment. Y'all be the light. We'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm gonna go get cleaned up after a little bit more dust blowing on this other side. We'll see y'all. Bye.